Hi, everybody.
Hello there.
I'm Jerry.
And I'm Linda.
Hey, we're the Newcomers. We are on an Alaskan adventure right now. We're on the cruise ship, the Grand Princess. And a lovely ship it is. It's a little bit older than the ones we've been sailing on, but
Right.
super nice. We're in our cabin, actually, and that's why you see a little bit of light coming in. We're right next to the balcony, and that's why I'm kind of highlighted, and she's not. But hopefully we look okay to you. We've got a great show for you today. It's a little bit haphazard, so you're liable to get some bloopers. I don't think I'll have time to do a lot of editing, so bear with us on that. And we're so sorry. What?
We're coming to you from Juneau, Alaska.
Yeah, we're in Juneau right now, and we wanted to apologize. We tried to do a live show day before yesterday.
Yeah.
Or not what day before yesterday? Because
It was 4th of July.
4th of July, and we had Wi-Fi woes.
Yeah.
We're not doing this via Wi-Fi. We're recording it, and then later I'm going to upload it. So that's the deal. So anyway, thank you for joining us today on today's show, Flooding in the Villages.
Are you insured for disaster?
And you can find out the top things to do when you come for a lifestyle preview.
And we're going to tell you about the best places to eat.
And a brand new bubble wrap.
Hi, Jerry and Linda. If you drive around any neighborhood in the Villages, you're going to find something is missing. Mailboxes. I'm Peter Bernard. On this week's Bubble Wrap, I'll show you how we get our mail.
All that and more. Yes, a whole lot more. Hit it, Wally.
Send us your questions, we've got your answers. Jerry and Linda's Mailbag Monday.
Let's get things rolling with a viewer video question. And this one is from Jan Severance.
Hi, Jerry and Linda. Jan Severance from North Dakota. And I have a question concerning the fire assessment that is coming up in the Villages. We received a letter on it, and I see there's some informational meeting. And of course, us being snowbirds and actively farming yet in North Dakota, of course, we won't be able to attend. But if you could explain it a little bit to us, we'd sure appreciate it. We're always more than willing to pay our fair share and love the Villages and everything. But any information would be great to help us understand where the money goes to. Thank you.
Jan lives up there in North Dakota, and he farms a huge amount of acreage up there. I think he was in his combine or his tractor there when he did the question. But it's about the fire department and the fees. It's been a little bit of a subject of contention in the Villages because we paid $123 last year and something similar the year before. But evidently this year it's proposed to go up to over $300 per house. And from what I understand, businesses will pay the same $300 as a house. And there's some arguing and some bickering going over, but that's the way it stands right now. But we have good fire departments. I mean, they are located strategically throughout the Villages. We have 2 within a 5-minute drive to our house. So very handy, worth every penny. We always salute our police officers and our firemen and women. And
That's right.
and that's all we know right now, Jan. If we find out more, we'll let you know. Well, like we said, we were in Alaska. We're on the ship. What do you think so far?
I love this ship. It's a little older. I'm not even sure when it was made, but everybody talks about if you go to Alaska, Princess pretty much owns the waters around here. I mean, there's another cruise line that cruises here too. We've seen a couple actually. And this is just a lovely, lovely ship. It's very... It's quaint. It's got 2 specialty dining areas. It's got a fitness center. It's got a spa. It's got entertainment and a couple pools, I think. And I love this idea. They've got this lanyard they give us, and our group has the green lanyards, but they give us a lanyard, and they have these little medallions. See these little things right there? It's really cool because this gets you into your door. It gets you into venues. If you go shopping in towns, you can use this almost like your credit card, kind of like, I don't know. It goes to your account in the ship. But anyway, it's a great thing.
Last night I was sitting in a lounge, and I decided that I wanted a piece of cake. and you have an app, and I ordered a piece of cake, and they can tell where you're sitting on the ship from this.
Yeah.
And about 15 minutes later, boom, here comes a couple big pieces of chocolate cake.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
It's like a locator. You're not going to ever be lost.
Yeah.
And so that's pretty cool. Now, if you notice too, on our lanyards, we've got these little buttons. Our cruise director here that's helped us put together this trip has designed these, or Jerry's helped design them, and they made these for all of us. So we've got a couple of them going, and my goal is to go all the way around.
This one is from our last cruise, and this one is from the Alaskan cruise.
Yeah.
But yeah, we appreciate that. And we want to send a shout out to two dear friends of ours. One of them was forced to leave the ship. He had some medical issues, and they had to depart, and we feel really bad for them because they were celebrating a big anniversary.
Yeah.
And we're wishing them all the best, and I hope we see you soon.
Yeah, we miss you guys.
Let's start with our first question today.
Sure.
It's from Charlie Good. Hello, Jerry and Linda. He actually said Linda and Jerry.
Yeah.
I know some villages are more prone to flooding, and I think it has to do with storm drains along the curb versus in the middle of the street. Did your village experience any flooding with the recent record rainfall in South Florida? We did not have any flooding. I think the difference in curbing and drains you're talking about is villa neighborhoods versus designer home and premier neighborhoods. The villas have different types of situations there. But we did not experience any flooding, and it's a good time to bring up the fact of flood insurance, the subject of flood insurance, because you don't want to be left holding the bag after you have a big storm.
Yeah, that's true.
So we looked it up, and actually I tried to get an insurance agent to come on and talk with us. They are all handcuffed by the parent companies. The parent companies don't want them to say anything, I guess, that can be used against them in a court of law or whatever. But we couldn't get it. We can't get anybody with insurance to appear on our show. But we did find this on the web, and it said when determining coverage, the cause of the flooding is what matters. Flood insurance covers losses directly caused by flooding. In simple terms, a flood is an excess of water on land that is normally dry, affecting 2 or more acres or 2 or more properties. So damage from a sewer backup would be covered if the backup is a result of flooding. It's all complicated. I'm going to right now tell you that we don't know much about it, so please talk to your agent. It's better to find out now than later when you have a claim. So find out ahead of time. Maybe you need to dump your insurance company and get a different one. I don't know.
Yeah.
But find out. Surprises are not good in a catastrophe.
Do your homework. Last week, Florida realtors released a report detailing homes that have been sold and recorded through multiple listing services through May of this year. According to the report, there have been a total of 667 homes sold in the Villages, Sumter County metropolitan statistical area through this year. That number is 14.2% higher than the number of homes sold through May 2023.
Well, let's be clear. That's from MLS, which is not the Villages listing service, which does not include any new homes or anything sold by the properties of the Villages. So 667 homes sold this year so far that were not sold by Villages sales agents. Multiple listing service is different from the VLS, which is Villages. And, as we've said before, all the new homes are sold by the Villages and the Villages listing service. Any other homes could be sold by the multiple list service, but not by both. So when you had a pre-owned home and you decide to sell it, you could choose to list it with an MLS or a VLS. It would be up to you. Here's a question about tee times. The process for making tee times using the tee time system. Can you sign up to any open tee time as a single in the tee time system? Do people frown on a single joining an existing group of 1, 2, or 3 players? What is the cost for the tee time app and website? Thanks, Mark and Lynn Maslowski. Good question, and it's one that we learned after we got here. Yes, you can join as a single. You can make reservations as a single. And no, people don't generally frown on you for joining. I mean, many times our first year here, I joined as a single, and I would be in a women's golf league.
Yeah.
I would be the only guy playing with three ladies, and it always seemed to be great. But more often you'll be paired with men probably, and you can make some great friends that way.
Yeah, you really
If
can.
you watch the Village's stats, you'll see that some people will play 700 rounds of golf in a year. That's more than 2 a day.
That's
And that's
crazy.
exactly how they do it. They join up with other groups and play, and it's great. To use the tee time system, which is the easiest way, it's on a computer. It's called the Village's tee time system. It costs $8 a month to do that. That's not the only way to get tee times, but that's an easy way. Or you can call just using your phone each day. You could call Palmetto and say, "Do you have any openings today?" And he'd say, "I've got one at 4:15," and you either accept it or not, and you can do it that way.
Right. Just spur of the moment, you can just go, maybe we want to play golf this afternoon, or maybe going to rain and you didn't make an appointment, and then all of a sudden it's a beautiful day, and then you try to get on.
October through May, it's going to be super hard to do it that way. They are booked solid from morning till night. But you never know. Somebody might cancel. There may be a spot or two, and you can always give that a try. So good luck, Mark and Lynn. See you when you get here. Tom and Michelle, right?
We are finally coming down for our first lifestyle visit at the end of July, first week of August. Could you give us your top 5 recommendations for things to do and places to eat? Love your show, and thank you for all the information you provide. This is Tom and Michelle from Raymond, New Hampshire.
Right. We always tell people, why don't we take turns with these?
Sure, I'd love to.
I always say, first thing I say, get in that golf cart and go. Put miles on that thing. Get lost on that golf cart. Look at lots of different neighborhoods, visit lots of different places, enjoy yourselves. I'll tell you right now that the lifestyle preview golf carts don't go as fast as your personal golf cart, because there's a 20-mile-an-hour speed limit, and they don't want people first visit here to get a ticket or an accident on a golf cart.
That's the charm of the Villages. As you get older, you don't really want to drive your car far. You're in this nice, lovely community, and now you have a little golf cart. And you feel like you have power. You feel like you can go places now and not be worried about all the big traffic lanes and all this stuff. And you can go to your little shops and your hairdressers and the grocery store in the golf cart. So that's a definitely plus of the Villages, that golf cart ride. Next thing we should do is visit the squares, the town squares, and the Sawgrass Grove area for entertainment. It is a blast. If you don't dance, it's just fun to sit and watch.
We didn't go much. When we first got here, we went a lot. Then we didn't go a lot. And now we're going back more because we're socializing more and having a great time.
Yeah.
And we've got our favorite bands. I mean, Johnny Wild and the Delights is great. We love Rocky and the Rollers.
Yeah, Blonde Ambition's a huge
Blonde
attraction.
Ambition and Relic, and they're just some of the hooligans, and we don't see them as much anymore. And Spasmatics are fantastic, so that's one. And we have pools. We have 114 pools.
Yeah.
We've heard lately some people are saying we're going to try to swim in every pool.
And, you can do it.
Yeah,
it takes you a while.
It would take a long time, but that's a lot of fun. Swim in the pools while you're here.
Yeah. Usually you're swimming in the closest one near where you are located for your lifestyle visit. So you'll probably go to the closest one and visit that. Or you can even go to some of the bigger places. I think there's one at the Lofts is a bigger pool, a really nice kind of pool.
Trillium?
Trillium pool. It's really nice too. It's kind of resort looking.
And try the activities like golf and pickleball and yoga.
And walking and bocce. We loved the bocce. That was a lot of fun. Try some art.
Art classes, glass fusion. There's a whole bunch of them.
There's
Sculpting.
Yes, and there's trivia all throughout the Villages. Sometimes they're at the rec center. Sometimes they're in restaurants, in some of the country clubs. So trivia is a lot of fun.
You can ride bicycles. You could go to stretch class. There's cards. You can play cards. That's a big one here.
Yes, people love cards here. It's a big deal.
You'll get 2 bicycles on the lifestyle visit. You can ride bicycles.
And when you do the bicycle, don't be in the streets. Go on the multimodal path. I think it's a lot safer for you. I think you'll find it's easier to navigate around, and even in your own village, your area where you are.
Well, that's misleading to them because from your home, you will have to drive on the streets on your bicycle to get to a multimodal path. Nobody has
Yeah, that's
you know,
true.
You've got to take it, and the neighborhood streets are safe. She's talking about don't get out on Hillsborough Trail
Yeah.
if you're shaky. Don't, but it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine to do that.
Now, the top 5 places that we recommend to eat, this is in our opinion, are...
And they change all the time.
They
you know,
do.
if I get a good meal somewhere, it could knock one of these other
Lose that.
restaurants down. But this is basically what we think. First, I always say Bluefin. Never had a bad meal there. I love the food there. It's in a great location. Bluefin.
Yeah, you know, we were really onto Bluefin because it has great seafood. It has great salmon meal. But now we've also found that they have a fantastic cheeseburger meal, and it is delish. So, yeah, just because it says Bluefin, you don't have to just get the fish. Next one we love is Red Sauce. It's an Italian place, of course, Red Sauce, and it's delicious.
Great service. Glenview Country Club has meal deals different days of the week. We haven't been there for the BOGO, which is a buy one get one free on rib night, and I'm not sure what night that is. Is it
Sunday?
Sunday. Fantastic, they say. So that's one we're going to try real soon. And our old standby is Oakwood Smokehouse. They'll give you a big rack of ribs Monday through Thursday, I think, for $16 with 2 sides, and it's delicious.
Very good.
I've never had a bad meal there.
And we also like McCracken's Irish Pub. Now, this is outside the villages in Leesburg.
Yeah, it's a family-run business, and they're trying hard, and they're doing a great job, and it's just got a good feel to it in there. McCracken's is good, but there are a lot more like the Lighthouse Bar and Grill.
Oh, yes.
Mezzaluna is another great one. I mean, there are a lot of great ones. Fiesta Grand, we eat there on occasion. Cody's up at Sumter. What a great spot that is to sit there and look at that gorgeous lake and eat or just have some fries. You love their...
I love their fries, and they might even make you a milkshake.
Make you a milkshake?
Ski Beach is lovely. That's in Leesburg. It's a great restaurant. Of course, we love some of the fast foods. Not all of them anymore. We're not fast food eaters as much.
Not so much.
Not so much. Culver's, KFC, that's here too. Also, there's a great pizza place, Pisano's. That's a wonderful restaurant. You can get a great calzone there.
Yes, sir. Man.
Anyway, you're going to find some great food here.
More great questions. I say great.
Great ones.
More great questions coming up soon, but let's go to Bubble Wrap.
Hi, Jerry and Linda. If you've driven around the villages at all, you're going to notice that there are no mailboxes on the street or on the houses here in the villages. So that begs the question, how do we get our letters and packages? If you already live here, you already know the answer. But if you're thinking about moving to the villages, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Each village has a postal center. This is the Citrus Grove Postal Center. In post office lingo, this is a cluster box. They make things a whole lot easier for the Postal Service. It's one-stop shop for the letter carriers. For residents, a car or golf car ride may be the answer, or just walk.
Yes, it was a nice luxury before I moved here to just have the mail brought to my home, but it's okay. It's nice to get out with the dogs. It's their favorite thing to do in the afternoon is to go get the mail.
And you get to meet some people,
That's right, just like you.
Here's how the magic happens. A postal worker enters through this locked door. In air-conditioned comfort, he or she does the final sorting, putting mail pieces in the right slots. Residents are issued 3 keys and a mailbox slot. The numbering system has nothing to do with your address. If a package is too large to go in the mailbox, you'll get a key that opens a larger parcel box on the lower row. If it still won't fit in there, the letter carrier will bring it to your house.
I like it a lot. I don't mind coming down to get my mail. There's only one problem. Some of the boxes they use on the bottom, the keys get stuck, so I can never open it. I always have to get my husband to come out and open it.
Postal centers are also neighborhood recreation centers with bocce, cornhole, and an adult pool. If you live in the back of a neighborhood, getting to your postal center can be a little of a hike. But hey, we all need a little exercise, right? I'm Peter Bernard, and that's this week's Bubble Wrap.
Thank you, Peter. That was a great look at the postal stations and how we get our mail. Well done, as always. We thought we wouldn't like that when we came here, but we don't mind it at all.
No. It's a chance to get away from your house for a few seconds. If you've been there all day, let's go get the mail. So you get in the golf cart and you go on over and pick up your mail. And our mail station has a Money machine.
Money machine.
It has.
and-
You can get the newspaper there if
Yeah.
you want to. You can buy the newspaper, money machine. It's right next to the pool, and so it's very convenient. We didn't think we'd like it, but we really do.
Yeah, and you know, for those times when you're sick of your spouse, you can just say, "I'm going to get the mail."
See you later.
Time for Pet of the Week. Today we feature Leo.
My dog is Leo. He is a miniature schnauzer. He is 8 years old. He was named after a character in Car 54, Where Are You? The character's name was Leo Schnauzer. He is fun, energetic, loving, affectionate, and he loves to bark at everything, especially little animals. He loves to come outside with me on my deck, and he likes to see all the birds and singing. He is a good boy, and I love him very much. I hope you enjoy Leo. He's very outgoing and very friendly with everybody he sees.
Hey, did you notice Leo had an accent?
Yes. What's up with that? How'd that happen?
Just kidding.
Cute. Very cute. It's time for word jumble.
That's right. And last week, you remember the clue? A man-eating fish was seen in the villages. And we had the word scramble there, and so many of you got it, but I think it might have been a tough one. Because the answer was, as we just told you about, Bluefin. Bluefin Restaurant. And here's your clue for this week. Pre-1992, they were living it up here. All right, if you get that right, think you know the answer, tell us in the comment section without giving us the exact answer so people can try to do it and you won't give it away.
It's time for sweet and salty.
All right, you're going to do the sweet.
I am, and this is from Becky Williams. Thank you for everything you do to educate, inform, and entertain us. We love our beautiful home here in the villages. Well, Becky, we're glad you're here and enjoying the beautiful villages. And thank you for your compliment.
I'll do the salty, but it's in here somewhere.
Oh, you told me to write salty on that.
Oh, okay, it's right there on top.
It doesn't say much.
This isn't live, but it's almost live. This is from Joyce. She says, I vote no more golf cart ride. You know, some people love the golf cart ride, and some people evidently don't. I think more of you like it than don't. And we also get people that say, what's with the music? Cut the music. I'm sick of your music. Yeah. You know, we try to make it pleasing, and I find the music kind of does a little bit to help ease the sound of the golf cart a little bit and gives it a little ambiance. And anyway, but Joyce, we're going to keep doing cart rides. I'm sorry to say we like to do them and people like to see them, and it helps us get out and see new areas as well. So we're going to keep it up, Joyce, and I hope you can change your thinking on that. And now it's time for Ask Amy.
Hey Hey Jerry and Linda, Audra Platt here from Pittman Law Office. Today I wanted to talk about co-trustees. So co-trustees are when you name two people to work together, co-agents or co-trustees of your revocable trust. Typically, we do not like to have co-trustees. It can really cause a lot of administrative issues and administrative holdup after you pass away, or if you became incapacitated and you have co-agents named in your power of attorney. So from our experience, when you name co-trustees, it can really hold things up because some banks or institutions will require both people to go to the bank together, to sign the contract, to sign the deed, to sell the house, to call the utilities, and it can be really hard for the people that you name. So there has to be a really good reason for you to name two people that force them to work together. Well, some clients, they say, well, my kids really never got along, and I really don't want one person doing something that the other person doesn't agree with or doesn't know. But if we really think about that, that's when we're setting up for failure. You have two people that really didn't get along while you were here, and now you're forcing them to work together after you're gone. Then we have the flip side, right? We have clients that say, my kids get along great. I can't choose one over the other. They both love each other. They'll be fine. Stick them together. Well, then it can really cause issues because one kid's working and one kid has 3 days off and can come to Florida and get the house ready and staged and can sell some furniture or sell the vehicle. Well, we have to have both people sign the title, or we have to have both people sign the check or sign the deed. That can cause issues where really the kids got along in the first place. Why not just choose one and tell them beforehand? Really, a lot of the animosity or the expectations can be managed by just talking it through before you pass away, being a good communicator to your agents before you pass away. You can always separate responsibilities, whether you have one kid or one person over finances and the other kid over your healthcare decisions. That's a good way where you can split the responsibilities and not put it all on one of your administrators. So really think about having co-trustees or co-administrators because, again, in our experience, it really doesn't turn out well in the end. It can cause a lot of heartache and frustration for the administration. So if you have questions, absolutely reach out to us. But really think about who you name as the trustees or co-administrators on your documents. Thank you.
Thank you, Audra, and thanks to Amy as well. Always gives us something to think about and good information, and we really appreciate you being with us. Now it's time for shout-outs. You know, we have been hanging out with some of the best people in the world. We've got about 100 of them with us on this cruise, and so many more of you are watching, and we're told all the time that you feel like we are your friends, and we feel the same way. So we're showing some of your pictures. If you want your picture on this segment, just send it in to us in landscape format, and we'll put it on, and you can send that to villagesnewcomers@gmail.com. That's going to do it for this week's edition of
Mailbag Monday.
Hey, last Thursday we had a really cute video on called Cat Boat Adventure. And you did not watch it. That was a good show.
They were busy.
It was a lot of fun and a suggestion of something you can do that you'll remember and it'll be fun. And I was really disappointed in the lack of views on that one. But if you don't have anything to do, try to catch Cat Boat Adventure. And we have other shows in the works right now that I'm working on, but not this week because we're on a cruise. We're having a really good time. But we hope you enjoyed the show today. Kind of haphazard because we're in the middle of this big adventure.
Yeah. I didn't show you any entertainment this week because I didn't have my newspaper with me. I probably had my phone. I probably couldn't check it out. But we might bring you some entertainment. I actually did some line dancing here on the ship. So, hey, maybe you'll get a load of that. You might laugh.
And we saw Elton John last night.
We did.
His name was actually Jeffrey, but he's pretending to be Elton John, and he sounded great.
And he can play the piano amazingly. So, yeah, entertainment on this ship is a great thing. So.
I won a trivia contest.
Yeah, he's a smart man right there.
It was didn't take any mental heavyweight on this one, but yeah, very good.
Anyway, if you liked our video today, please press that like and subscribe button and share it with all your friends. And until next time,
see you when you get here.